now it looks like chiaroscuro. It looks like a looks like my eyebrow is like I'm an evil person or something. All right, so I just wanted to speak of two definitions, some new definitions when it comes to dopamine fasting. I'm gonna borrow some terminology from fasting. When it comes to dry fasting, there is soft dry fasting and there is hard dry fasting. And so in dopamine fasting, I believe there is soft dopamine fasting and there is hard dopamine fasting. Now, the difference is that you basically go back to the 20s, 30s when it comes to technology and stuff with soft dopamine fasting. So I will allow, reading a book. I will allow, you can talk to people and so forth, but you can't listen to, and you shouldn't actually read too, hectic, action-y books, but you can read like classical novels and stuff like that. You don't use your phone, you can't use social media at all, Twitter, Instagram, none of that, all right? Nothing. And you shouldn't even use your phone, for calling and stuff like that. And so you do that for, 3 days, at least 3 days. And I mean, if you can't do 3 days, I mean, that's terrible. You gotta do more than 3 days. I only use my phone for work, nothing else. So I still have no idea. It's been like 1 month, over 1 month. I still have no idea what's happening in the world when it comes to news and politics and stuff. It's just a waste of time. None of that matters. All right, so don't waste time on any of that. Now, hard dopamine fasting. Now that is, that has to include dry fasting basically. So you ignore, food. You don't eat for, let's say, 3 days. Perhaps you can do longer, but I don't believe, most people can do longer than 3 days of dry fasting. It's very hard, but some people can, and it depends on how much fat you have on you and so forth, of course. So you gotta be, aware here. Use common sense. But dopamine fasting, hard dopamine fasting, you ignore, video games and all that stuff, with soft dopamine fasting as well, of course, and modern day music, because modern day music is just, it's too, intense. So you can't use these intense dopamine, your dopamine receptors have to reset, they never, sleep basically. So, but with a hard dopamine fast, you basically go to a retreat. You can't even talk to people. Of course, you don't use your phone, none of that stuff, no games, nothing. So you don't even talk to people. So it is basically like 3 days, and you don't do anything. You're just in your own mind. Now, the only thing I will allow when it comes to this thing here is writing down notes so that you don't go too crazy, so you don't go insane, basically. I mean, obviously you won't go insane, it's just 3 days, that's nothing, but still, you can still write down your thoughts and take notes. Now, if you want to cut out everything, now obviously you cut out even taking notes and stuff like that. You're on a retreat there. So you're basically in monk mode on a hard dopamine fast. You're in monk mode, you don't talk to anyone, you don't do anything. You're just in your own mind. So, just a quick video before I go to bed. Keep on working on yourself, keep on focusing only on yourself. Everything will be great, everything will be fine, and I will see you tomorrow. I made another video today, but it's basically a short film, and perhaps I'll create another channel. Now, I have another channel if you're interested in more theoretical stuff and my own philosophy, but also about Nietzsche and other more, I go deep into Nietzsche. I'm currently reading, or rereading basically, Thus Spoke Zarathustra on my other channel, Red Chair Philosophy. It's also in the link, in the, up there, in the sister channels, I call it, and it's, in the other channels. And so yeah, See you tomorrow.